Hello and welcome to Gardening at 58 North. I'm here around in Edinburgh garden, one of my friend's gardens, and you can see here we've got a very large and unusual shrub. So this shrub is actually a Lonicera maackii. I had to actually look it up because it's a very unusual shrub in Scotland. I've not really seen it ever before in anyone's garden, but it had nice pink flowers in spring. And basically what's happened is it's a very old shrub. It's been left to grow unpruned for many years. You can see it's basically becoming a small tree now. It should really be grown as a shrub, but it's now become a tree. And you can see now that branches over here, they're starting to fall down. And what's going to happen is this is eventually going to snap itself off as it gets too heavy. And I'll show you another reason why it needs cutting down. Is the stems completely rotten. So inside the wood has rotted away to nothing. You can see there, completely rotten. Further around this side as well, we've got more rotten wood, and basically every single stem, it's got 3 stems which have grown together, but where they've been rubbing, it's caused the bark to get damaged, which has let rot come in, and that means this whole thing will fall over soon, probably this summer, to be honest. So what we're going to do, cut it right down to the ground. This will respond with really strong growth. You can in fact even see some strong growth starting here already from the base, so it's not an issue to cut this down to the ground. It will resprout, no problem, and it'll be then trained into a nice little shrub, more in keeping with the size of the garden. So that's the Lonicera now taken down. You can see there's plenty more light coming into the garden. It should benefit the plants such as the hosta and the pyrus over here. We also went ahead and we took down the lilac here because the lilac has some serious issues with its roots. You can see there was 2 major stems and the roots were kind of rotten and they just weren't holding up and they were going to fall over. So we've taken them down. We've left this one. It's a very hard, drastic cut, as you can see. It doesn't look nice at the moment. What's going to happen is this is going to put out loads of new shoots and grow up, and as this grows up we'll then prune it into a better kind of shape. But we'll never let this one get too large because, as you can see, there is a bit of infection in here and a bit of rot, so that could be an issue in the long term. So this shouldn't be allowed to grow too tall, this tree. But I don't know what's wrong with that, but there's some kind of fungus in there infecting it, so just keep that as a small tree instead of a large tree. The Lonicera over here, you can see very well all the infection it had. There's a lot of rotten and dying wood here, a bit of dying wood here and here, but also you can see here it's completely rotted away in the middle there. It's just full of rotted compost almost. That's what it's turned into. So I'll see if I can maybe give you an update on this in a few months' time. You should see loads of new growth. I'll be trained into a nice little shrub which will be more fitting with the garden, better size, and it should last a lot longer as well because it won't be top heavy and it won't have any of the rotten material in it anymore.